Pop quiz, hot shots. How many feature films can you name that feature an African American female in the lead? We're going to talk about that in a little bit. This is Be Real with D-Real. Hello and welcome to another Be Real with D-Real, where edutainment is what I do. And I'm going to do it on Black, African American, choose which term you feel comfortable with, but Black is not a country. Female superheroines. Why, oh why? This is going to be fun. But before we get off into the fun, I want y'all to do for me what you always do. Comment, like, and subscribe to the Be Real with D-Real page and share. Share this information on this page so that everybody can know the joy of edutainment that is Be Real with D-Real. That being said, please share. Anyway, this video is being done in honor of my friend Suede Black, who had asked the question about how come there aren't any movies with Black superheroines in the lead, and are we ready for a Black superheroine in the lead? Suede, I'm going to tell you right away, no, we aren't even ready for a female lead, period. Because I can count on one hand the movies, feature films, not B and C and D-list garbage like Vampirella and, just stuff. I'm talking about decent feature films like what we have now that have African American superheroines in the lead. We don't even got female superheroines in the lead real good yet. What do we have? Because Storm doesn't count, movies called X-Men, not Storm. What do we have in the way of female superheroines? We got Wonder Woman. We got Captain Marvel. We got Black Widow. In the modern era of superhero films, and there have been quite a few because we call Blade the era of modern superhero films at the genesis, the beginning. So that's 1998. Between 1998 and 2021, there have only been 3 movies. 3 that featured a female lead superhero. 3. So if they can't even get the Caucasian ladies in a movie, they ain't trying to get the sisters in a movie. They ain't trying to get the queens in a movie. And if they are, they trying to shoehorn them all into one movie like they're doing with Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. Riri Williams was set to get her own feature film or to star in Armor Wars. That was in March of 21. Then all of a sudden in August, Riri Williams is appearing in Black Panther 2. Why? Isn't she a viable and popular enough character to have her own movie? No, apparently she's not, because she doesn't have one. Okay, some reasoning behind that is real simple. Hollywood is sexist. It's sexist as hell. I mean, let's go back before 1998. When have you seen a superhero movie with a woman in the lead? Exactly. They don't do it because For the longest time, Hollywood has believed a female action star is not marketable. Beyond Ellen Ripley in Aliens and a couple of other notable examples in movies, they just don't bank on women being box office draws in that type of movie. Lately, as our sensibilities have begun to change and our thought processes have begun to change, we say, okay, a woman is a marketable commodity in the action genre. Who would be some good examples? What queens do we want to see in their own feature film? I know without saying or without a whole lot of thought process, I know we're going to say Storm and we're going to say Nubia. That's the female, that's the African-American Wonder Woman, for those that don't know. And who else you got? Who else I got? I got Rocket, Raquel Irvin, the sidekick of the superhero icon. I think given enough time, she would make a pretty viable character because Raquel's got attitude and swag, and I think she'd be a very viable character in a comic movie format. You know, the powers feed in perfectly. She's got an inertia belt that gives her a force field. She can fire energy blasts. She's got superhuman strength, and she can fly. What else you need? You know, and then we've got Natasha Irons, the female version of Steel, which is John Henry Irons' niece, and she has a sentient suit of armor. More like sentient metal that can form into a suit of armor and other things. Sounds a lot like Iron Man, but you were making an Ironheart movie. So what the problem is, Cleus? My choice, however, though, my number one choice for a female-led superheroine movie, adventure movie, whatever you want to call it, Martha Washington. Bar none, Martha Washington would be dope. Martha Washington, eponymously named, is a young lady who hails from Cabrini Greens in the late 90s and into the 2000s. She becomes this computer skilled, military trained superheroine who just goes all over the planet and out in space doing her thing. And she's got all blonde dyed hair. And she's from Cabrini Greens. Come on now, she's about that life. Tell me that wouldn't be an interesting vehicle for an African-American superhero, because she's coming from the projects all the way to I'm national heroine, or I'm saving the earth, or come from your humble beginnings and rise from there. Don't leave characters of African-American origin mired, in tropes and stereotypes, that kind of a thing. Make them grow. We can be great. We can be amazing. We can be accomplished. Nothing wrong with showing African-American, especially African-American women, in that light. Dude, they're great. They're accomplished. They could punch you in the face. They could wrap their legs around your neck and throw you, kind of like a certain Caucasian superhero intends to do. They can knock you for a loop like another certain Caucasian superhero intends to do. Why not? Okay. Hollywood seems like they're starting to loosen their sexist grip on the movie industry. So maybe, I don't know, in the next 5 years, 7 years, we will see an African-American led superheroine and not steal the legacy of another superhero to make that superheroine great. I'm talking to y'all, Nate Moore and Ryan Coogler, with your Wakanda Forever, for never jazz. Shuri is not a replacement for T'Challa. We can have Shuri and T'Challa. I have no problem with Shuri and T'Challa, but why does it just have to be Shuri and murder off T'Challa? But that's a whole nother conversation, and y'all know where it ends up. But long story short, That is why we do not have African-American superheroines, because Hollywood is just too damned sexist. If y'all got another reason, another thought process of why we haven't seen a Black superheroine in a movie, drop it in the comments. And as always, comment, like, and subscribe to the Be Real with D Real page, and share, and I will be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I am, y'all be good to each other.